You know what to talk about exciting? We haven't done this in a while.
What?
We're going back into the Griftaverse.
Oh, no.
Other people know it as the Rippaverse, but we know it as the Griftaverse.
The Griftaverse.
So last week, Mark Millar tweeted about Isom. Said, quote, at Eric D. July kindly sent me the first 2 issues of his Isom series this week, and I love them. Hard to believe this is the guy's first venture into comics. Really well put together. I also love to see a guy doing his own thing. Well done to him! Exclamation point, end quote, on that tweet.
So, we're to believe that. How long has Isom #1 been out? 2 years? A year?
I want to say it's, it's 2. I think it's 21 is when Isom 1 came out.
The point is he just tweeted in 23 that Eric July sent him the first 2 issues. So I just got a question. How come if Millar is such a fucking fan, okay, and he's just now being like, whatever, like, why is he just getting that first issue, those first 2?
Yeah. Well,
why haven't you been more supportive, Mark? Is it because you're fucking bullshitting because Eric July paid you to tweet that? You fuck?
Much. Well, it's also like, the way I look at this is, this is like, well, I'm just doing this person a favor because they sent me these. And then other people on Twitter were making jokes about it. They were quote tweeting him being like, did you really read it?
So what did you like exactly?
Yeah, what was your favorite part? That became a meme where it was like, no, tell us, Mark, what's your favorite part? Because,
and of course he never answered.
That was the point. Was like, why don't you guys talk about this more? This is your friend's project. Why don't you talk about it more? Or why don't you tell us what you like?
Right.
So,
why is it taking you till now to tweet about this?
So Az, also known as heel versus babyface, also known as heel versus fuckface in these parts, he had a meltdown on Twitter about this. So because somebody again just said, what's your favorite part of Isom?
I shouldn't have to give you a real response.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So here it is. Quote, cunts like you being so fucking mad someone did their own thing. It was massively successful while you will never amount to shit on this planet and will be a fucking loser for the rest of your miserable life.
Wow.
Continues. He tweets again. What was your favorite part of Isom / he said slash here. / Isom. No, he didn't. He actually put it there. / Isom 2 is a line said by concerned troll cunts that have no interest, all caps, in what your answer actually is. So then he says, I'm not going to keep doing the voice because it sucks.
Yeah, just read it.
So he goes, if you reply, love it, then you are a shill or lying. Now keep in mind, he is saying this about people asking him what his favorite part of his friend's story is. Mm-hmm. And he says, if you reply, loved it, then you are a shill or lying. Same logic these motherfuckers apply to you and me for liking the Marvels.
Right.
Or any MCU project.
Right.
If you reply, it was okay, then you didn't really like it, but you're trying to diminish the impact. Again, does this sound familiar?
Yeah.
It's kind of like you're getting your own logic used against you.
Yeah.
Or if you reply, hated it, then, oh my god, even Eric's friends don't like it. The more you concern troll, the more everyone sees how bitter, resentful, and jealousy, you put jealousy instead of jealous, jealousy you are of a man that put his money where his mouth is and won, all caps. That wasn't enough for Az. Az did a 3-hour live stream talking about this. I've pulled some clips.
Thank you, God.
And let me tell you, they are something else.
Some wild bullshit.
So in this 3-hour live stream, he gets a super chat from someone, and he reads it. And again, I want you to be very clear. I want this to be very clear. He's describing Isom haters.
Yeah.
Isom detractors.
Yeah.
But he could very easily be talking about himself.
Of course.
DB with a £2 says Vito and Dick are massive bellends, human offal. Well, they are. I mean, that's just a statement of fact. But as we're going to get into, we're talking about people who don't care. They don't care about comics. They don't care about pop culture. They don't care about Ripper. They don't care who's bought the book, who hasn't seen the book, who's read the book, who hasn't read the book. They don't care about any of that. To them, it's about clout. It's about content, because their whole content is around finding a target and targeting them. That's their whole content.
You?
Absolute, just scum, just
So
scumbags.
So you
Described yourself.
So you
literally
fucking
just
piece of
described
shit.
you and your buddy's content model. You literally just did that.
Good job. Nice job, dude. Yeah, that's exactly what you do.
It is.
You don't have anything good or constructive to say about anything, unless it's some idiot who's trying to beat Marvel at their. I don't. What is Eric July's
yeah,
deal?
they're gonna. He's gonna take over comics.
Okay.
Rippaverse is gonna take out Marvel and DC
And
because
you
comics
know what?
are woke.
If enough of you fucking shitheads say it, it must be true, right? No, well, that's not how the real world works.
Yeah.
So you guys, just fuck off, man. I hate these people.
Part 2.
It's about people who have been very vocal in supporting Eric and attempting to create a narrative of because you want.
Again, he's still trying
You're
to
creating a narrative which is telling a story and not the truth.
and he's
You're
also,
making shit up about the fucking sales and
This
shit.
is all because someone asked him what his favorite part of his friend's book was. His comic book.
Answer the question. It means you didn't read the book, which means if you didn't read the book, which means you didn't like it. That's the logical, their logic, by the way, not actually logical, but their logic narrative that they're trying to put together. When the simple fact of the matter is, you mean nothing to us. We don't have to answer to you. As I've said, these are people who haven't even read the book, so they wouldn't even know,
like you,
that the answer I gave them was legit or not legit. And even if they had read the book and I gave an answer, then it's just like, move on. You just wouldn't hear from them again. Did you like it? I loved it. You're a shill. Did you like it?
Again,
Thought it was
your own
okay.
logic.
Which means you didn't like it.
I know that you have said this about Marvel properties. I know you and your buddies have used this logic. And again, all they were asking is, what did you like about your friend's comic books? Why are you making this an issue? Oh, is it because your guys' channels are getting hurt because the grift isn't working anymore?
Yeah, because a lot of people are figuring out that you guys are fucking idiots and you're not worth their time.
This is from
And we got some more from Az here.
Oh my god.
This is from a community that's born out of finding a target and hitting that target, because that's how they get their content.
So trans
Dick
kids for
riders.
you.
People
Yes.
who can't create. People who've
virtue
got
signal.
no,
No.
ideas.
Stop. I want you to hear
Sorry.
this. I want you to hear this.
Okay.
People who can't create. People who've got no ideas. Nothing to discuss. Scumbag. They got every right to make the content. Don't stop them from being just scumbags. They would fuck each other over in a heartbeat to get ahead of one another.
Which again, you are describing
Yourselves. Oh, dude, yeah. If it came down to the wire, you really think Nerdrotic and fucking this guy and fucking Melanie Mac all stick together? Hell no.
Also, how dare you? How
whatever.
dare you say that people that criticize your buddy Eric or don't like his book or whatever are not creative, or not people like? How can you even say that?
I mean,
When you literally have not a creative bone in your body, you know what his whole fucking thing is? He just watches a TV show and bitches and moans every single episode. And one of these stupid things, it's like, oh, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe this happened. I don't want to watch this show, but here I am doing it for fucking money. And then he dares to try and talk about integrity and creativity.
yeah.
Fuck, man! You got it solved. I just got to watch something, say it's woke, make up some stupid shit, and just run with it.
Yeah. Good job.
Spinning
buddy.
narratives,
Good
just
job.
like you were talking
Yep.
about.
Good job.
And I wanted to pull these clips up to prove a point. You keep showing your cards. You keep showing your grift. The mask is falling off. Because it's awfully convenient. When you don't get the views you want, you have your Starfield meltdown.
Yeah.
And then when that's starting to dry up, you latch on to the teat of Eric July and start suckling away on Twitter. And then you make a 3-hour live stream being like, he's my friend, and when all this happened with Starfield, they had my back. This problem in Starfield that I created because I needed clicks. You get no fucking sympathy from me.
No.
You're taking it.
More?
Yeah, you got great support.
Yeah, there's more.
From
Oh, it's
us.
almost over.
You're taking a lot of shit, dude.
Again, he's playing the victim about the Starfield situation that he created.
Yeah.
Because a game said you could be they, them. Or you could change your pronouns.
Let us
Who cares?
create a shield around you.
Oh, this part's amazing.
Let us circle the wagons around you. We'll start going. We'll do. Let the term that they used was, let the soldiers fight for you. Now, let the soldiers fight for you. You take a step back. You let the soldiers fight.
Because you were mad about.
Does Eric need my support with all this that's going on? No, he can look after himself. But I want to stand shoulder to shoulder next to him.
So he'll pay me.
So when he turns his head, he sees who's there right by his side. Because we support you. I mean, we actually like you. We want you to do well. We want you to succeed.
Because we're hungry.
That's the concept that these people can't understand.
We need to eat.
Please, can I have some more?
Because they will fuck each other over in a heartbeat and get ahead. Because that's where they're coming from. Their motivation is self-driven.
Oh,
me
again.
above all else.
So are we self-driven or socialists? We can't be both, you fucking asshole. No, which one is it, fuckface?
Last one.
Okay. Oh, God.
One more.
All right.
Thing about Isom. Well, my favorite thing was
he finally answers it like an
Okay,
hour and a
so-
half into the
okay.
stream.
whole fight dynamic with Alpha Core, Yaira, and Isom. Because from day one, I think I've made it pretty clear from day one. I'm very interested in Alpha Core. I like the sort of look of Alpha Core, and I want to know more. Would you like to know more?
With the helmet?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when, of course, it was announced that Chuck Dixon was going to write Alpha Core, then I was completely all in. My favorite bit about the first Isom comic was Yara, Isom, and Alpha Core having their little spat, can we say.
All this, and you could have just saved yourself time by saying that, buddy.
Also,
way to describe it.
that guy interests you?
You know,
You're even a shittier.
Where the one guy fights the one guy,
All
you
right.
know?
And the one guy in the fight, because I got those cards, like you all did.
And I
Cards that are fucking crap. They're total crap. But I'm standing shoulder to shoulder with him. So when he turns his head, he knows he sees who's
Tyler,
there.
But I'd also like to point out that while this is happening, him and Eric July launched their own podcast live stream together. Just conveniently, Az has just got to step up for Eric's honor.
I can't wait for the live stream where they jerk each other off.
Well, because of my YouTube algorithm being fucked to bits because of doing this coverage, Sorry, fucked to bits is a new one. I see his fucking live streams and stuff on my YouTube feed. Yeah. So I saw he was playing RoboCop Rogue City, which we'll talk about in the long box. He was playing that. And he said, watching Alpha Core. Like he was looking at the sales numbers for Alpha Core while he's playing RoboCop. And how can you not post things like that and not make people think that you work for Eric? Yeah. Because I love you and support you, Tyler, but I'm not that insane about stuff that you do creatively, and you are the same way with me. Because there's a level of supporting your friend, and then there's a level of
I'll post
clearly
it on Facebook.
Clout chasing. You know what I mean?
Post it on Facebook.
No, that's not. You know what I mean. To go to this level of having a Twitter meltdown, going on a 3-hour live stream, and then constantly talking about the book. It just seems a little fishy that out of the blue he just is all in on the Rippaverse. It just seems weird.
Yeah.
Hey, and you know what? Maybe he isn't getting paid. Maybe he's just supporting his friend.
Maybe he's just got a big
But to do all of this because people asked you what you liked about it because you can't seem to stop talking about it, they just might have assumed that you would want to talk about it. Crazy. Oh, and there's another cope as we wrap things up. They made a T-shirt that said, "What's your favorite part?" And it's one of the guys from Alpha Core, and it's like, you guys. You just cannot. You gotta stop. I get trying to lean into the meme, but
terrible.
it's just bad. It's just bad.
It's just terrible.
And you know what I felt like after watching most of that live stream, hoping I can get that time back? I felt like it was
boring.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.